Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. As the season nears its end, a berth in the postseason is the goal. And this man knows the responsibility for getting them there lies mostly with him and with his ability to guide through offense flawlessly in this game. It's the Raiders going up against the Steelers. The towels are out, but it's set to be a cold one at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. That's where we'll say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, despite the elements, these fans here in western Pennsylvania, they wouldn't dream of missing this one as you get a look inside snowy Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. We got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Out left side here to Bryant. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running it.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown, his fourth touchdown on the year. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach...
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Complete to Bryant. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go now.
Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw here. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown. Take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle here to Coates. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Still 1st down.
Following the flag, 1st and 20 now. They'll come out in the pistol. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh 1st down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. They give him 15 more, and it's another 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 23 yards on the play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw again. That is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12.
4 down, 4 down. Set, boom, landed.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Time for a break. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll drop the throw. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, and play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And they will take a knee here. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Steelers, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As the season nears its end, a berth in the postseason is the goal. And this man knows the responsibility for getting them there lies mostly with him and with his ability to guide through offense flawlessly in this game. It's the Ravens going up against the Steelers. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Strong right. Strong right. Yeah. All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Never make the mistake of the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here. They're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. And the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Give him 30 yards there.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
They're going to look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't...
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to... Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Out left side here to Bryant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. We're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Back to throw here. And incomplete here on 3rd down. And now out come the Steelers. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football, comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. She took the words right out of my mouth. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. That man can leap, Charles. How do you defend a pass like that and a receiver that good?
Partner, you're really doing it through prayer because you can cover them totally downfield, but at the end, their athleticism actually...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Sammy Coates in the final... Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
This is Bell on the dump-off. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant with touchdown. Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up about near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And with this guy, I don't know that you're surprised when he has back-to-back games like this. He just keeps excelling.
What I like about him is that every year he doesn't settle for being one of the best in the game. He tries to make himself better. Almost like those great basketball players. I remember hearing about Kobe Bryant wanting to add something to his game every offseason. Magic Johnson, what do I need to work on to get better? Michael Jordan had that fadeaway before his career was over. Those are the best. Even though they're at the top of their game, they find ways to get better.
A gain of 32 that time. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Bryant with a catch right side. A gain of 6 there on first. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So it'll be 1st down here after the run.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Sammy Coates. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Brought in by Coates. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle here to Coates. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. Back to throw again. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They'll set up a throw. Able to shake him off. And he fins him off. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Well,